Hey everyone, welcome. I'm Heather. I'm the Bent Yogi. This is Wednesday Morning Live. It's a 30-minute class that I teach live on my Instagram, which is also the Bent Yogi, every Wednesday morning, 7:30 to 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you missed it there, you can practice with me right here, right now, and we'll get started right away in Child's Pose. Here in Child's Pose, let's take a deep breath in and a long breath out. And from here, come on up into your downward facing dog. Take your hands a little more forward. Walk your feet back. You can take more time in Child's Pose if you like. And as you come into your downward dog, set your gaze or close your eyes. Especially when you're practicing at home, sometimes setting your gaze, traditional drishti, is more of a hindrance than a help. So feel it out. It might work better to close your eyes, really tune into the sound of your breath. Notice if your thinking mind, what your thinking mind has to say, is louder than your breath. Feel if you can create a shift in that. Notice if you can create a shift. Can you really tune into your breath? So you don't have to follow your thinking mind. You can follow your breath and you can follow your heart and your spirit in your practice this morning. And then throughout your day when you step off your mat, take a big breath in here and a long breath out. Take one more big inhale. And as you exhale, make your way to the front of your mat. Find your halfway lift, your flat back. Fold forward, exhale. Walk your feet apart, about hips width distance. Come on into your ragdoll. You fold forward, you look at your toes, you think, oh, I could really use a pedicure right now. No, not right now. Right now, what you could really use is this practice. A couple of really good deep breaths. Some time to be on your mat and in your body. To be in your strength and in your power. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Once more, big inhale. And a big exhale. If you are holding your elbows, release your hands. Walk your feet closer together or to touch. And come on up to stand. Rise up. Reach your hands up. Lift your heart up. You can take your gaze up. Even go back if you like. Take a big inhale. Hands to your heart. Exhale. Here, set your gaze. Lower your gaze or close your eyes. You can set an intention for your practice. Together, let's take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. As you inhale, sweep your hands high, reach up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, flat back, inhale. Hands to your mat, step back to your high push-up, high plank. Little pause here, knees lifted or lowered. Take a big inhale. Forward, halfway down, low push-up, chaturanga. You can drop your knees here or come all the way down. Now, inhaling, upward facing dog, cobra or low cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog or your child's pose. You can stick in a child's pose at any point during your practice. You can add an extra breath. Stick in variations if you like. But stick with your breath and stick with your practice and your intention. Take another big inhale here. Exhale. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Inhale. Rise to stand. Lift and reach. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. High push up to low push up. Exhale. You can step or jump back. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Set your gaze or close your eyes. Feel what works for you. And let this practice work for you. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. A big inhale. And a big exhale. Once more, a deep breath in here. Exhale. Step or jump forward. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Inhale. All the way up to stand. Rise and reach. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. High push up to low push up. Exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. You can let your heels soften, let your head hang down. Keep tuning into your breath. Keep choosing what you want to tune into. You can listen to your thinking mind. You can listen to the stuff going on around you, or you can listen to your breath and listen to your heart and your spirit. One more big inhale here. Exhale, step or jump forward. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up to stand. Lift up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga, low push-up, step or jump back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. And breathe in and breathe out. Once more, full inhale, exhale. Walk or jump forward. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Set your feet. Put a big bend in your knees. Lift your chest. Lift your hands or work with your hands at your heart. Take a big inhale here. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana. Big bend in your front knee. Long and strong through your back leg. Lift up out of your hips, lengthen to the sides of your body, and you can reach your hands up or work with your hands at your heart here. Big breath in. And a long breath out. Once more, deep inhale. Exhale, hands come down. High push up to low push up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps forward. Warrior one. Both feet flat. So you have a steady physical foundation. Connect to your feet, connect to your legs, your breath. Again, the movement in your thinking mind. The distractions, you don't have to tune into it. You don't have to follow it. Follow your breath. Follow your heart. Hopefully that's part of what leads you to your mat. Listening to your heart and your spirit and your body, what your whole being needs really. Take one more big inhale here. Exhale, hands come down to your mat. High push up to low push up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Right foot steps again. Warrior one, step up, rise up. Exhale, hands to your mat. High push up to low push up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps, warrior one. Rise up. Exhale, hands come back down. Chaturanga, low push up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Or your child's pose. Take a deep inhale. And a long exhale. Another big breath in here. Exhale. Walk or jump forward. Halfway lift. Inhale, exhale, fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit down, lift up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up. Exhale. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Right foot steps forward. Warrior one. Rise up. Add in your warrior two. A little more space between your feet. Lengthen through your arms into the tips of your fingers. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Spin your palms to the sky. Take your right hand high. Reverse your warrior. Reach up and go back. Find a place for your left hand that works for you. Take a big inhale here. Come back to your warrior two. Now horse pose. Open out to face the side edge of your mat. Toes out, heels in. As you inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Sit a little bit lower. Inhale, sweep up, reach up. Exhale, hands through heart. Inhale, sweep up. Now warrior two, left side. Pivot around towards the back edge of your mat. Adjust your feet. Pay special attention to your right foot. So if your toes are pointing behind you, bring them around. Spin your palms to the sky here. Left hand high, reverse your warrior. Reach up and go back. Keep that big bend in your front knee. Find a place for your right hand. Take a big inhale, exhale, hands come down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Now left foot steps, warrior one, rise up, open out, warrior two. Left hand high reverse, back to warrior two, back to your horse. Inhale, hands sweep up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Sit low, inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands through your heart. One more time. Inhale, sweep up. Warrior two, right side, come back around. Right hand high, reverse your warrior. Exhale, hands down to your mat. High push up to low push up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog or your child's pose. Take a breath in and a breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. A big inhale here. Exhale. Walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Chair pose. Utkatasana. Sit down, reach up. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. High push up to low push up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Right foot steps. Warrior one. Rise up. Warrior two. Right hand high, reverse your warrior, side angle, Parsva Konasana. Right elbow to your right thigh, left hand high. You can slide your right hand down, inside or outside your front foot. Really feel the length through your back leg, the sides of your body, and your left arm. And now you can take that top arm and extend it forward. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. You might adjust where you have your hand. Adjust where you have your gaze. And that might help you adjust your focus if you've wandered off. Take your top arm back up, wrap it around behind your back. Come on into your half bind or your full bind. Stay grounded through your feet, especially as you transition from one variation to the next. Keep your foundation, steady breath here, a big inhale, and a long exhale. Now reach your top arm up. Let it bring you up to your warrior two. Take your right hand high reverse, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Push off with your back foot. Let your right hand reach down for the ground. Or for a prop, press out through your lifted heel. And you can keep your left hand on your hip. Or you can take your left arm up to the sky. Right hand a little to your right, so you can almost lean back into that hand. Now keep your left leg lifted. Start to bring it out to the left and forward. So it's almost like you could stamp that left foot on the sidewall. You might get a peek at your left toes. Take a big inhale. Left foot down beside the right. Front of your mat. Inhale. Sweep up, reach up. Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit down. Bend your knees. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a big inhale. Twist to your left. Right elbow towards the outside of your left thigh. And you can have your hands pressing together. Palms and fingers, you make a fist with one or both hands. Lots of different variations here. Feet can be together or apart. Hands can stay together, or they can open up. And if you want to add in a side crow, you can add in a side crow. Take a long breath in, and a long breath out. One more big inhale here. Fold forward, exhale. Hands on your mat. Forward fold. Step your left foot back behind you and bring your left knee down to your mat for your kneeling lunge. Untuck your left toes. Pad the left knee if you like. Bring your hands up to your right knee just to kind of get a sense of this. And then take your hands behind your head, elbows wide. Start to lift up and go back. If you like a different hand variation, you can work with that here. This is nice though. A little bit of support for your head as you start to go up and back. And then if you want to take your gaze up, you can take your gaze up. Breathe here for 3, 2, inhale, reach your hands straight up, exhale, hands come down to your mat inside your right foot, tuck your back toes under, lift your left knee, pivot around towards the side edge of your mat, so you're wide-legged forward fold. Grab your big toes with your peace fingers, and if that doesn't work, just catch hold of your legs or set your hands under your shoulders. A halfway lift as you inhale, and then lengthen and fold forward. So if it doesn't work to grab your big toes, it doesn't have to be a big deal. Right? You're still letting the practice work for you. You're letting the practice meet you where you are, and it's from here, from this point, that you grow and expand, become stronger, more flexible. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Release your toes, come halfway up. Walk your hands towards your left toes now. Pivot around towards the back edge of your mat. Runner's lunge. Rise up to your crescent lunge. Here, set that left foot, set your gaze, eagle. Right leg wraps up and over. And right arm wraps under. Take your time with it. Let your right hip, right shoulder come back a bit. Long and tall in your upper body. You can work with a different hand variation if you like. Here, start to fold forward, but keep a little bit of a lift in your chest and your heart. Low belly draws in and up. Breathe here for 3, 2. Nice and easy. Come back up to your eagle. Pause here. Big inhale. Step out to your warrior 2. That right foot steps back behind you. Left hand high, reverse your warrior. Exhale, hands come down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. A big inhale here. Exhale, step or jump to your hands. Halfway lift. Inhale, exhale, fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit down, lift up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga, low push-up, step or jump back. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps forward. Warrior 1, rise up, open out. Warrior 2, left hand high, reverse your warrior. Side angle, Parsva Konasana. Left elbow on your left thigh. And your right arm reaches up to the sky. Now you can slide your right hand down. Front foot is flat and straight. Left knee tracks over ankle. Back toes towards the side edge of your mat or a little bit forward. Lengthen through your back leg. Lengthen your top arm. Let your right shoulder roll back. Here again you can adjust where you have that bottom hand. Feel if you need to adjust. This whole practice can be a huge adjustment, right? Attitude adjustment, and adjust how we feel so we can feel better. Reach your top arm back up, wrap it around behind your back, your half bind or your full bind. You can practice and use this practice to raise your vibration, to feel better. So really notice if you start to struggle, is that in alignment with your intention today? You can make an adjustment. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Reach your top arm back up. Come on up to your warrior 2. Left hand high reverse, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Push off with that back foot, tip forward. Left hand a little to your left. Your hand can make contact with the ground. Doesn't have to, but that's nice to have for support, especially as you start to bring your right foot out to the right and forward. Keep the right leg lifted, press out through the right heel, take a big inhale. Right foot down beside the left, rise to stand, reach up, Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit down, draw your hands to your heart, a big inhale. Now twist to your right, left elbow towards the outside of your right thigh. Check in with your feet. Check in with your breath. Stick with your breath. Right? If you start to get overwhelmed, or you feel like you're struggling, get distracted, just come back to your breath. Stick with your breath, and that will keep you in alignment with your intention. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. Hands can stay together. They can open up. You can add in a side crow if you like. Let your hips drop. Let your heart lift. Feel where you are. Feel what you're doing. Take a big inhale. Fold forward. Exhale. Hands on your mat. Forward fold. Now your right foot steps back behind you. Right knee comes down. Untuck your right toes. Your kneeling lunge. You can pad this right knee. Hands to your left leg. Take a breath. Really ground through that left foot so there's not a lot of weight in the right knee. And then your hands behind your head. Elbows wide. Even at your hips. Start to lift up and go back. Breathe in, breathe up. Soften your toes, soften your face. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. As you inhale, reach your hands up, straight up. Exhale, hands come to your mat inside your left foot. Tuck your back toes under, lift that knee. Pivot around towards the side edge of your mat, coming into your wide-legged forward fold. Here, come on to a halfway lift, hold. Bend your left knee and press down away through the baby toe side of your right foot. And you can keep your hands down, or you can bring your hands, your arms, your torso to parallel with the ground for 3, 2, 1. Come on through center and switch sides. Bend your right knee, press down away through your left foot, engage your core. Come back to center, hands come down, halfway lift, walk your hands towards your right toes, pivot back around towards the front edge of your mat, runner's lunge, rise up, come into your crescent lunge, now come into your eagle. I almost got ahead of myself there. Left leg wraps up and over, left arm wraps under. It happens, right? We get ahead of ourselves on our mat, off our mat. Slow down. Even in this flow, we can slow down. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Now start to fold forward, elbows towards knees, shoulders roll back, heart stays lifted. Breathe for 3, 2. Come on, back up to your eagle, tall and upright. Pause. Big step out, warrior 2. That left foot steps back behind you. Right hand high, reverse your warrior. Exhale, hands down to your mat. High push up to low push up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog or your child's pose. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Lift up, reach up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga, low push-up, step or jump back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring your feet together and forward. Take your right leg to the sky. Bend your right knee. Your down dog hip opener. And you can choose to flip your dog. You can choose to bring your left knee down. Choose to take a big breath in and a long breath out. And now, come on into your half pigeon. Right knee forward. Left leg lengthens behind you. Maybe you wiggle that right foot over and forward. You can set up the variation on your back. Take a really big inhale. And a long exhale. Let your head land on your mat or a prop or your hands. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. Take a deep inhale and a big exhale. Stick with your breath. Stick with this practice. You're sticking with yourself. Choosing to listen to your heart and your spirit, your breath, instead of all of the outside influences. And that's really powerful. To create a space, support, take advantage of the support, the space, where you can listen to yourself and trust yourself. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Set your hands under your shoulders. Make your way back to your downward facing dog. So it might be a three-legged dog, maybe you stick in vinyasa, or even a tabletop and some cat-cows. Take a full inhale and a full exhale. And bring your feet together and forward. Extend your left leg to the sky. Bend your left knee for your down dog hip opener. So again, lots of choices. When you listen to your breath and your heart and your spirit, it makes it easier to choose. Take a big inhale and come on into your half pigeon. It might be similar to the other side. It might be a little different or a lot different. Take a really big inhale and a big exhale. Taking your time with it, but again, eventually letting your head land on something just so you don't have to hold your head up. And take a full inhale and a full exhale. So simple to just take a couple of really good deep breaths on your mat and off your mat. At the same time, so profound. It can create such a powerful shift. So listen for that, look for that, pay attention to that. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Set your hands onto your shoulders. One last downward facing dog. Whatever movement feels good. And take a deep inhale. And a big exhale. Come on forward to your high push-up, your high plank. Let's finish with a forearm plank, dolphin plank. So come on down to your forearms. Fingers can be apart or you can interlace your fingers. Shoulders over elbows, low belly draws in and up. Really long from the crown of your head, out through your tailbone, out through your heels. Breathe here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and as you exhale, come all the way down onto your back, onto your mat. Bring the soles of your feet together. Drop your knees to the sides for Supta Baddha Konasana. Take a big inhale through your nose. Open your mouth, empty it out. And from here, we'll move right into a short Shavasana. You can stay here. Take a different leg variation, add in a twist if you like. Once more, take a breath in. And a breath out. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Bring your knees to your chest. Roll to one side and make your way to seated. Bring your hands to your heart. Set your gaze. Lower your gaze or close your eyes. Together, let's take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Drawing your thumbs to your forehead, to your third eye center. Together we say, Namaste. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for joining me for practice today. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. Remember, if you want to practice with me live, you can do that Wednesday mornings on my Instagram or at my studio, Sanctuary Power Yoga, and there are links for both of those below. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Heather, and I'm the Bent Yogi. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Oh, and if you like the video and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you on your mat.